Hey guys, Jordan here, and in this very quick video today I'm going to be talking about how I mentally prepare myself for meetings when I'm on my way. But first things first, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and let's get started with this video. So as I say guys, this is just going to be a very quick video today because I'm currently on my way to a meeting as we speak, and I'm about 5-10 minutes away roughly. And I just want to answer something that comes up all the time, and that is how you can prepare yourself for meetings and how you can calm your nerves. And I also get the question quite a lot by my students and also people that aren't enrolled in my courses, whether I still get nervous when I'm conducting meetings, when I'm on my way to meetings. And the answer is yes, I absolutely do. I've had hundreds of meetings. I still get nervous. Like, that's completely normal. The nerves still kick in. I've done thousands of cold calls and I even get nervous for some of my cold calls. In fact, like I had a coaching call like the other day, and for the first time in a long time I even got nervous before I got on the coaching call. But that's human nature. We're all human at the end of the day, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't, even though I've done hundreds or if not thousands of the things. So nerves are completely normal. So if you are nervous on your way to a meeting, do not beat yourself up over it. It's absolutely fine. But there are a couple of things that you can do, a couple of things that I do which help me out when I'm on my way to meetings. One of them goes hand in hand with the video I released last week about knowing your worth. So when I'm on my way to a meeting, like right now, I psych myself up. I remind myself of how valuable I am to this business owner. Because I'm a knowledgeable person. I consider myself a social media marketing expert, and even if you're just starting out, you're still much further within social media marketing knowledge than the business owner is. They wouldn't be having you in that meeting if you weren't, okay? So you're already like 2, 3, 10 steps ahead of them. So that instantly means that they're going to respect you when you walk into that building, because you know more about a subject than they do. Now, sorry by the way, my camera is shaking all over the place. I've got it mounted to like my windscreen. It's probably going to fall off or something, but this is the best I could deal with the cards I was dealt today. So yeah, I mean, they're instantly going to respect you in that meeting because you are someone of value. You are somebody who knows information. You can teach them and you can provide them with a service, and at the end of the day you can make them money, okay? Because what do? We're social media marketers, but strip it all down, we are just a business owner who's going to be approaching other business owners because we can make them more money per month. So remind yourself of your value. I also remind myself that what I'm going to do, what I'm actually doing in its most basic form, is just a conversation between business owner to business owner, okay? It's just conversational. I try not to think of it as like a sales meeting and like pitching my services, because it's just one human being to another human being who both want to make money. And all you need to do is make sure that you humanize your meeting. So when I walk into my meeting, I assess the person, I assess the business owner straight away. So I eye them up, I see what kind of person they are, and I'm not saying that you need to judge them but you can make quick judgments. You can assess. I do feel that within 20 seconds of meeting someone, I can make a fairly good judgment of their character. And I then change myself, or I change the way I carry myself dependent on what kind of person I think they are. So for instance, if I'm going into a meeting with a restaurant owner and he's a young man, young man or woman of course, mid to late 20s or even early 30s or mid-30s, but they're young, they're hip, and they seem forward-thinking. They already know how social media marketing works. They've dabbled into Facebook. I know that already, or I can just tell from the way that they're speaking. Then I'll be a lot more relaxed. I'll be a lot more not abrupt, but I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for here. I'll just be I'll speak in layman's terms. I'll be a bit more friendly. I'll be a bit more matey with them. I'll take them more of the tone like, look, I just want to make you more money per month. I've seen a hole in your business. I know I can make you more money, and I'll just have a conversation with them, and I'll break them down on a personal level and act like their friend almost. And the way you can do that when you're in a meeting is small talk. So small talk is really, really important when you walk into that meeting. Talk about something, talk about the weather, like us Brits do. We love to talk about the weather. Talk about the weather, or actually something I used a couple of days ago. I walked into a meeting, and on my way there, I drove past a Lamborghini Hurricane, and I crapped myself because I was like, wow, this car is amazing. And yeah, actually, I'll try and flick up I'll edit this when I get home. I'll try and flick up a clip of that because it was an amazing car. And so yeah, I went into the meeting and I was like, oh my God, I just drove past. Do you like cars? Well, I just drove past a Lamborghini Hurricane, and then we instantly had a conversation about it. There was a young guy, he loved cars, and we were just talking about this Lamborghini, and it broke it down instantly. And what it did was it instantly got rid of that ego, got rid of that business ego, because beforehand he was probably thinking, right, this guy's approached me, he wants to sell me his services, and he's probably on his horse and on his high horse, and he's playing the kind of the alpha male within that conversation. But having a conversation with someone, having a genuine conversation, not a completely unrelated to business conversation, breaks someone down, and it enables you to speak to them on a personal level and have a very frank conversation. A frank conversation, that was the term I was looking for. And that's what you want to do. You want to try and relate to the business owner on their own personal level. On the flip side of that, if without discriminating, without judging, again, I'm not trying to insult anybody by this video, if it was a 60, 70-year-old old school businessman, and he seemed quite abrupt, they were quite set in their ways, then I would treat the meeting differently. Again, I would be a lot more formal with my pitch. I would be a bit more salesy and a bit more about facts and figures, and I would adapt myself within that meeting. And that's something which is really, really important as well, and it's adaptation. It's reminding yourself when you're on your way to a meeting that you don't have to be rigid. Whereas all of my students follow my meeting strategy, which has a set number of questions, a set series of questions that you want to answer, and a process that you want to follow, my four-stage strategy, you don't have to be religious with it. Like, you want to follow the strategy, you want to follow the steps that you take, and you want to have a clear defined strategy that you want to follow within your meetings, but you can adapt it to whoever you're speaking with. Okay, you can adapt the questions to whoever you're speaking with to match their personality. Okay, and these are just things that you can do when you're on your way to a meeting. So I'm just pulling up now as we speak. These are things that you can do when you're on your way to a meeting. That'll put your mind at ease. Just remind yourself that what you're doing is just having a conversation with another business owner. At the end of the day, if you strip it back to its most basic form, you're two business owners who just want to make money. You want to make money from your service charge. By providing them something of huge value, you are going to make them more money per month. And yeah, I mean, everybody wins. So just remind yourself that it's just a conversation from one human being, one business owner, to another business owner. Try not to stress yourself out. Even now, I know I'm about to go into this meeting, and yeah, I mean, I've probably taken my mind off it by recording this video, but I am nervous. I'm nervous. But what's the worst that can happen at the end of the day? When I left my house about half an hour ago, I didn't have this client signed up. Right now, I didn't have them signed up at all. They were just a name on my list, on my cold calling list. I only called them like three days ago. And when I left my house, I didn't have them signed up. If I leave here and I cock it up for some reason, which I hope I don't, but if I do, nothing's done. There's no damage done. I still haven't signed up that client. I haven't lost anything. Okay, so what's the worst that can happen when you're driving to a meeting and you're thinking, oh, I'm really worried, I'm really scared? What are you scared about? Because nothing negative is going to happen, nothing bad's going to happen. What's the worst that can happen? They're just going to give you a no. You just move on to the next company. You haven't lost anything at all. You haven't destroyed your reputation. They're not going to tell everybody in your local city how awful you performed in that meeting. It's just not going to happen. You haven't lost anything. But if you do sign them up, fantastic news, happy days. You can drive home with a smile on your face. You've just made some money. But just remind yourself that you've got nothing to lose here. When you left your house, if you don't sign them up, you're going to be in the exact same position as when you left. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm rambling on a bit now, guys. My mind's running wild because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say in that meeting now. But I just wanted to get this one out there because it comes up quite a lot. People ask me all the time, do I get nervous when I'm on my way to meetings? And I wanted to make an honest video about it, in my opinion, and a couple of things that I do when I'm on my way. So that's the end of this video, guys. As I say, it was just a quick one, but I will be making another video at the end of this week on Friday. So actually, it won't be Friday. It's going to be Thursday this week because it's my birthday on Friday, so I'm going to be busy. But if you like this video, then please do share it with someone who will get value from it. And as usual, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and turn that notification bell on, and I'll be back again at the end of the week. Cheers.